Hello, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. We are back to the Artisan of Glimmith, 553 solved, and I will be continuing in the Boxy area. I will continue not with a 5. Let's try this. Maybe there's something a little bit more gentle to get back into it. I see a 3 over here. Right. Samesies here, differences here, and we have Boxy, but no mingle shape, or what's the one where only one can be the same size? None of that. Okay, so same on both sides. So we're not going to have a 2x3 here because that won't fit up here. The best we can fit up here, maybe we can have something like this. No, we need same there. All right, so what if we have this and this? A single here, maybe a double, I don't know, singles, double. How are we feeling? No, this is no good. All right, let's think about this a bit more carefully. So I can rule out the biggest shape. There are only so many shapes we can even fit, and we're not having a 4. It's not going to be one of these. If it is too wide, then the biggest it's going to be is that, and that's not going to fit here either. It could be like so, in which case we would need either this or this. And I don't immediately see a problem. But then again, we could also be... Could we be downwards? We'd have to do this. I'd need to have the same here, so no, that's no good. Does this Gemini mean that I cannot have anything that's 3 tall? Well, there's only 2 options for 3 tall. I already ruled out the other one, so I guess we don't. Yeah, this is no good because I'd need a 3 long over here, and it can't be both the same as something and different as something that it's the same as. So we won't do that. So I think we're going to have... I suppose we could have a single. What if we did? I could have more singles here. No, I can't. I could have a double here. Actually, do you know what? Whatever we do here, we're going to run into problems because there's nothing stopping this from either being a double or 2 singles, and we're not allowed to have that. So no, this is not how we're going to start. That doesn't mean it's not a single here, though. If it is, we could also have a double here, but then we'd run into the same problem. There's lots of possibilities of what could go over here. I must be starting in the wrong place here. So what about here, where there's only 3 options? It's either a 3, a 2, or a 1 in this spot. So maybe I should chase them. 3, 2, and 1. So let's chase the 3. That's going to happen here. And we're already broken. Not a 3. What about a 2? That could happen in 2 different ways here. It could happen here or here. Let's say for a moment it happens here. That means I need this. It means I need this. That's fine. I would need this. And I need something different from a 2. And here something different from both a 1 and a 2. So we could have something that's 3 or so. I wouldn't be able to do a 4 because I can't have the same up here. Now this and this need to be different from each other. And that isn't going to work, is it? Because I need something different from a 1. Now, did I make any arbitrary decisions? I guess this one was? No, it wasn't. could be a square. If it were, then I could have a 2 or a 3 here. This could work. I would have a 2 here, a single. I would need a square here, and another single. Oh, that does work. Nice. Off to a somewhat good start. I wish I'd solved that a bit more logically, but that's okay. Moving on. Next 3 AC. There we go. Alright, Boxy and mingle shape. So you're either a 1 or a 2. Not sure how to start with it. Now, my gut instinct is to do that right away. I don't expect it's right, but I kind of want to chase it and see what happens. It's not going to be good, because all I can do here is a 1 or a 2. And no matter, I mean, a 1 isn't going to work, because I need to mingle. If I did a 2, then I'm left with only doing a 1 here. So that isn't going to work. I'd have the same problem if I did something like this. So at least one of these needs to stick out. I don't know which. If I did that, I suppose I could have a single here and something longer here, but no, that's going to break because I can't have a single or a double in this spot. So instead we could have 3 here, 2 there, and a 1 here. Maybe? I could do the same. I could mirror that, and then have a 4 all the way down. Is that unique? That's amazing. Okay. It's going to be the common refrain that I say over and over again now. Let's go down here. 4 in difficulty. Wait, I wonder if there's any more hiding behind bridges and such. What about in here? No? Oh, there was one on the other side. Wait, is that definitely finished? Yeah. About hiding behind this this rock here. I'm looking in this spot here. Not seeing anything. Not many sneakies, at least that I've found in this area. Have another look with our nose closer to the ground. I don't think I'd noticed before that these are sort of glowing. Or is that just a reflection? I'm not really sure. Looks glowing on the inside. Oh no, I suppose it is a reflection. It's a very shiny stone surface. Perhaps it's been, I don't know, do people polish stone? I suppose they do. Alright, I'm going here. Boxy and Mismatch. That was the name of it, Mismatch. So I'm looking here. My initial thought is to do something like this. I don't think it's going to work. No, I don't think that's going to work. What if I had something more like... I think I need to reserve a 2 for here. Either a 4 or at least 1, 2 here. I have a feeling this is going to have to be the 4. I'm not sure. I mean, I've tried a few things in my head just there, and right now I'm thinking this might be the way. I'm just trying to figure out how to fill these square pieces. I can't have another 2x2 because of mismatch. What are my other options? I mean, I can have this and this, certainly. Oh, what if I have a single there? then what? The single could be here instead. I could have a double there, a 4, a 3, the 1 there. What if I do a 2x3 here? Because I'm not going to fit that anywhere else. A 1 there, a 3 here, a 4 and a 2. There we go. That was tricky. Tricky one. Yeah, so my instinct there to have this as the 2x2 did work out. But that's only because I couldn't think of more than one way. I suppose it is the most restricted out of these boxes. Oh, hello. Had I seen you? I'm not sure. Well, I see you now. Okay, you... what have we got? Mismatch, okay. So you could be straight down, or across, or a square. Got you. Okay, I don't have solitude. So there can be other shapes. One of these 4s is going to have to be a long boy. These 6s, one has to be a long boy also. So it's either going to be a 2 and a 3, or a 2. Oh, what? No, it's not going to be that. 2 and a 3. If this 6 is that way, this is a guess for now. I could have this. I could have this. I'm stuck here. What if you were here? Does that help? Not looking good. Let's put you this way. You this way. That doesn't look great either. You there. No, 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 no. Right, maybe this is the place to look first. I mean, other than that. If I look here first, what are my options? The lowest it can be is here. That would do this, and then these 4s are impossible. If instead it goes this way, then what? I have a 4. And I'm pretty stuck with this. Oh, and so I can't do that because I need to do the same with this one. I can have 3, but then what? I can't do a 2 because I need it for this one. So maybe it's not like that. Maybe it is this way. Did I try both this and sideways? I don't think I did. What if 3 is there? No, that isn't going to work because I need to do this. Okay, so I'm not convinced about that. And I think I've already looked at this. Yeah, this 6 can't do anything. Right, so I'm back to looking at this, which gives us all this. This one could go stand up instead. Maybe have a look at that. I don't think that's looking good. No, that's not looking good. Alright, so if you're not standing up, you could also be flat, and I could have a 5 here. That's new. Or here. 6, and then I'm stuck again. Okay, so not lying down. Let's try this. Which means you have to be that way. Oh, it's still not looking good, is it? Right, I need a more solid starting point. Where is my best place to start? You've got 3 options. You've got 3 options. 3 options here. No, actually, you've got more than 3 options. You've got 3, 3, 4 options. 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got a ton of options. Well, that's not actually one. Something like 4 options. So, things I don't know how much this is going to narrow things down if I go here. I try from this one. So I think maybe I was on the right line starting here. Or here, rather. Alright, so option 1 is long boy. Option 2 is down boy. Option 3 is square boy. So let's try it with straight across. Then this one needs to be either here or here. So I'm going to try here and then here. If I do that, I don't know what we have down here exactly, but it's something long. It's not 1 and it's not 2, so it's at least 3. Here, we could maybe have a long piece. Would that work? I don't think so. Because if I did this left, I'd need another 2 there. If I did it up, I'd need another 2 there, or a 1 and something else. So that doesn't work. That means it's left with either this or this, and I can rule this one out because I'd need a 2 or 2 1s there. So that would put us like this. And at the moment, I'm trying this and this. So if this is here, this needs to be a different shape, and so it would have to stand up. I'd have a 2 and a 3 here. Then what? I can't have a 5 and a 2. I can't have a square. So no, this does not work. So I cross that off, and I try this instead. So where are we? We're trying... Were there other branches that I missed? Yes, that vertical was the only thing that would work. Remember now. Wait. Yes, I tried this 6 moved over as well. Yes. Undo. No, redo. Yes, this is where I want to be. So not that. Instead, wait. What I didn't try is extending this. Would that make a difference? No. Okay, so, no, maybe. So clear that, clear this, clear this, clear this, and we're going down here instead. Now what? Now you've got a bit more in terms of options. If you were long, would that be viable? No, because again, this can't do anything. So you're boxy. You could be standing up. This looks most likely. In fact, yeah, I think that's it. I think it's 6 there, this, and this thing. Yeah, all right. Good. It's funny how you can get to a point where you don't know at all whether you're going in the right direction. And you can't see if something is viable. You go a couple more steps and then suddenly it falls into place, even though there's quite a lot still to fill. I think what I noticed there, at, I suppose, this point, that, oh, I've got a huge empty boxy section, so that's good. Maybe that's the strategy in this. Try to, I mean, perhaps it's obvious, but try to pack things into areas that are going to leave you a big boxy shape. I mean, especially if you've got mismatch. Maybe that's it. Redo. And, oh no. Next. Where is next? Perhaps it's here. Alright, I can do that. And this, and this. Where will I go next? Well, I need something different here. So it's either a 2, or a 3, or a 4. And I think they're the only options. Is that where to go? What about you? You could be a big boy here. Actually, what are my rules? Area number, Gemini delta. So I could have this and this. That'd be fine. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'd be okay. Yeah, there's no solitude. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That won't fly because of this Gemini. So there's options for that 6. Should I chase some of these? I don't know. What about you? You have fewer options. You can't go long ways. You can't go up ways. So you've got to be either like this, and that won't work because of this Gemini, or like this, which might work, or like this, which won't work. So you are like this. Okay, good. We've got some movement. So I've got this, and I've got this. That's going to have to be a 2. That's going to have to be a 1. And I was about to say I was in trouble, but there's no mismatch, so we're okay. This 2 is either going to have to be left or across, and I don't know which. Yes, I do, because this 4 will only fit like that. Here, you could be a 1 or a 3. You can't be a 3 because there's 2. I should have just done that first. Oh, you can't be a 2. You're a 1. I don't have any clues here yet. This could be a cross or it could be a box. I don't know which yet. Ah. This might help. So this has got to be a 4. I'm trying to do the most unlikely thing first. Ah, this is not going this way, it's going there. Okay, that helps. That's not what I was thinking, but once I saw it, it seemed better. Right, so not a 2. I want to make it a box, but it could just as well be one of these at the moment. So this, I think, is less likely. It's going to force a 2 there, a 4 there, which isn't going to work because of this Gemini. So we're not going to do that. We're going to do this, this, and this, and then we got a couple of circles. That was easy. Okay, another 4. Boxy, mingle shape, polyomino. You are here. Mingle shape, so you're not down. You're either here or here. So I can connect those two and draw a couple of lines. You can't be a 1 here, so you're a 2 there. Does that give me this? No, but I can connect at least those 2. You're going to have to be that way. I expect I'm going to have this and this for uniqueness. We can chase the other way, yeah, and that doesn't work. So we've got this, we've got this, we've got this. Still don't know there. Actually, I do know there. Ah! That's what I meant. Okay, you're a 2. You can't go like this, otherwise we've got trouble on the left. Could go this way, potentially. Oh, those are your only options, so of course you go this way. You have to do this. I expect I've got a... Actually, yeah. With mingle shape, there's nothing to do in a 2x2 constricted box, assuming I can't get out, other than the box, because I can't do 2 and 2, and I can't do 2 and 2 ones. I could have that poking out, but then I'm still in trouble. I can't do 3 ones, I can't do a 2 and a 1. Oh, but I can do a 2 and a 1, but no, I can't because of this. So I think we are forced into a box there. It's going to have to go upwards. This will have to go upwards. Oh, I didn't even see that. You're not going to be there for reasons that we had down here, so you're going to be there with a single. You're here. That's not going to work because of this mingle shape. Ooh, you can be down. You're not going to be there. And you're not going to be there, so you are down. I don't have solitude. Can't do this, so we're doing this. I think it's going to be a 2 and whatever that is. Could it be a 1 and a 3? No. Could it be a 3 and a 1? Oh, it could. 3 and a 1. Oh, no, because that 3 touches that. Okay. We're fine. I was worried that we had 2 solutions there. I need to learn not to doubt the puzzle creator. I wonder if it's one person making all of these puzzles, or if it's a team. With a number like 1,000 plus puzzles, a team seems more likely to me, but if it is one person, can't be impressed. I wonder what it's like to work on a team of puzzle makers. Like perhaps when someone's already built the game, but hasn't filled it out with lots of puzzles and then brings people in to think of them. I suppose that would be good to have a team, because then you'd probably get more ideas than a single person. I imagine you'd sort of build yourself into a pattern, and having some fresh angles on it from different people might be very useful. I've wondered a couple times about whether I would be a good puzzle constructor, and I've decided that probably not. I was thinking about this when I started playing with variant sudokus, which are a lot of fun. If you've never tried a variant sudoku, you should. Best place to go would be to probably watch some Cracking the Cryptic videos where they do some basic variant sudokus. I think they had a series on Introduction to Variant Sudokus, and I think they've curated a set of puzzles for that as well. They're very nice. Much more fun than a regular Sudoku. Much more fun. And they seem more complicated when you look at the rules, but they're really not. They're actually simpler. You've got more constraints, which makes things easier to find your next moves. Okay, I'm going to go here. Mingle shape. Okay. How am I going to mingle shape on this? My first thought would be doing... Oh, that was my first thought. But I don't think that's going to work. Maybe something like this? No. Okay, maybe like this? No. Oh, wow. That's tricky. What if you're just one shape? This is the crux. This gap, I think, is going to be very important here. If I did this... No, this one... Oh... No. I was thinking this is okay, but no, I can't put a 4 here now. Yeah, this centerpiece is going to be very important. How to use it. What if you're here? Oh, I'm still in trouble, aren't I? What if you're here? What if you're here? No. I can never have a corner with both shapes touching it. So things have to be flush. this help me? No, we're still in trouble here. How do I use this? Maybe a square is going to overlap it? Mm-mm. 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 That doesn't work either. Nor does that. Oh, that looks a little better. But no, I'm still in trouble here. What if I've got these two? Can I make anything work from that? I think not. I can get this one, but not that now. But this offset's making me somewhat happy. What about now? No. What about... no. Or... no. More no. I feel like I'm just doing the same thing over and over again now. I'm finding this one very difficult to think about. Maybe let's go from a different position. What about down here? So there's only three options with this. It's either up, square, or left. If it is left, then I'm in trouble already. Because I can't put a... I would have to put a square on this one. And now this one can't do anything. So we're not going left. Could we do a square? And again, no. So then the only thing this could do is that. And therefore the only thing this could do is that. So it's not going to be a square either. I don't think I need to draw that because now I know this is upwards. There. Progress. So I think now the only option for this is square and the only option for this is upwards. This is feeling better. Then what? You're going to have to be something else. You could be a single. Or a double. Those are your only options. Either way, this is something new. And it can't be a 4. So you are this shape. I don't know about you. In fact, this is a problem, isn't it? Because I can't have a... oh, I can't have two ones because of mingle shape. Okay, not a problem. I could have a single or a double here, I don't know. But here we've got both one of these and one of these. So this must be a single. Okay. Maybe when I was fooling around up here, I'd forgotten that I could have singles. I think that's what I'd probably forgotten. Yes, I think so. Okay. Here now, you've only got two options. Here or here. I don't know which yet, but those are connected. There's a line here. I think this is probably going to be a whole box, but let's leave that for a bit. And I think I've probably got a triple here. Oh, but then it could be a single and double. No one would be stopping that. So no, I take it back. I don't think we're doing that. Maybe I'm going to have a 5-piece and a 4-piece here. And then a 2 here. have one of these, I could have this, and this, and this, and this, a single, a 3 and a 1. Oh, we're in trouble here. Hadn't spotted that. Yeah, I take it back. I think instead we are here. I think I then have this. And this. This. A 2, a 1, a 2. A 2 and a 3. And a 2. There we go. That was nice. That was quite hard, I thought. We are gilded. Let's see how many extras we can find. Oh, we're going to get to the hard ones, aren't we? How long have I been going? 30 minutes, that's fine. Oh, but if they get really hard... Let's jump straight into a 5. 10, huh? So I think the only shape that can be... the only rectangular number for 10 is 2 by 5. So is that where I'm supposed to start? Or 1 by 10, of course. 1 by 10. Solitude area number. Okay, so I'm not joining any. And Boxy. So that means that I'm not doing any 10 by 1s. There isn't space for it. So it is going to be 4 2 by 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is possible. That's one option. And that's the other option. There's only the 2. There's this, or there's this. Let's draw the others. You could be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Or here. And here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Or here. And here. Or here. So is one of them going to force all the others? You would force this. We don't have mingle shape. Did I think that we did? No, but if this is vertical... Oh, hang on, that doesn't force this. This could actually still be sideways. So all of them could be any way around. Oh, we just can't have... Wait, does this work? If I had this... No, they are forced. One does force the others. Look, if I had a pulse symbol here, then there isn't room for this one to be vertical. It would have to be horizontal. Now there's not room for this one to be vertical or horizontal. So that means we are sort of rotating around. We're either doing vertical, horizontal, or the other way around. Horizontal, vertical. So I'll clear them for now. And all I've got to do is test. One of them is going to break some constraints on the side. I don't know what yet. Does vertical here work? I don't know. Let's call this 1 and this 2. I'm going to go ahead and chase number 1. So that gives us this, this, and this. Then, what's going to break? Something's going to break. But where can I start? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, this has to be that way if we go this way. Which looks okay so far. Need a solitude on this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have to be like so. That's fine so far. This needs a solitude. It must be this way. Solitude on that connects those 3. Oh, and then look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough. Did I make any poor jumps there? Let's find out. Going from here again. So I started here. This must be long ways. and there is only space for 5 like that, so that is stuck. It's solitude, so it can't be a box. It can't be long ways because there isn't space, so it must be upwards. This one then... Oh, it could be a box. Did I not think of that? Oh. What was I doing? Maybe yeah, I jumped to this. Alright, so I think we're still moving, because this could be like so. This is looking like it's okay. Oh, okay. I got lucky there. I'm curious to chase it the other way. 10, 10, 10, 10. How long is this going to last? Where can I go now? I can connect those 3. This breaks immediately. Okay. So if I'd gone the other way, I would have found out pretty quick. I wonder how I could have spotted that quicker. I don't know. There might be other places where things break pretty quickly too. Alright, good. That wasn't too bad at all. Maybe I can rattle these all out. Let's do this 4. And if I'm still under an hour, then I'll do the last one. Okay, you go like so. Boxy mismatch. Okay. You're the end of something. You're a corner of something. In fact, that has to be done, doesn't it? Oh, I don't like that. I do like that. That's fine. I didn't like it because if this would have had 2 solutions, this and this, or this and this. But in fact, mismatch already forbids this. So this is going to have to be this big in a single here. I think I can see it already. 5, 2, 3, or maybe not. Maybe the 4 is there. 3 here. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe the 2 is here. 5, 4. Three there, 4 here. Hey. I feel like that didn't deserve 4. And I used to be bad at Palisade. Maybe I'm getting better at it. I really like this game. Even when I'm bad at it. Okay. Mismatch. So I can't have a single. So that means I've at least got a double. But if I had a double here, this would break. So that must be a 3. That's got to be a 2 because I can't have 2 singles. In fact, I can't have any singles. You must be Boxy. You can't be a 2, and you can't be a 1, so you've got to be a 4. You could potentially be a 3 or a 4. No, you can't be a 3. You're a 4. You or 2. You can't be a 3. You can't be a 4. You're a 5. Where now? I've had a 2. I've had a 2 by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not doing that because I can't put anything here. What if I only went this far? Would I still be stuck here? Not necessarily. This could be a 2 by 3. Or maybe not. I can't have a 3 because I've already got one. I can't have a 2 by 3 because that would make this one. I can't have a 4. So I think this does not extend. Oh, I think it's going to have to, doesn't it? So what I'm trying to figure out is that can this block any of this edge, any of this peninsula here? If we're here, we can do all sorts of things. We can do some kind of wide bore here, but then we're in trouble here, aren't we? Because we had to have the 2x2 there, so I'm not having one here. I can't have 2s, I can't have 1s. So I don't think we can block this. But then if we do block this, then what? What's going to go in here? And I'll answer that. I think it's got to be this. Then what here? Maybe this has got to be one of these. Then we've got something long here. This is 5x2. I haven't had one of those yet. This could be a 3x3. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I haven't had one of those. And I haven't had one of these. Alright. Pretty surprised that's unique, but that's okay. I think I found the... I was about to say, I think I found the starting point quite quickly, but it gave it to you. It gave it to you with this. I think this one didn't deserve a 5. Right, and I'm still comfortably under time. Did I thought there was one more for me somewhere. Was there not? I thought I left one waiting. Suppose I didn't. Maybe I'll find it next time I look. Now, after finishing one of the earlier areas where I struggled, which one was it? Was it, no, it wasn't this. Was it? No, this is Palisade, isn't it? It wasn't Palisade. Have I been over here? Yeah, I have. Shape Bank and Mismatch. No, it wasn't Mismatch. It wasn't Solitude. Might have been Range? I know, I don't think so. That doesn't feel right. Is this all Range? Oh, it might have been... I think it was these. Match, yes. After I finished this area, I had a little look online for what some strategies are for... maybe there are some logic rules there that I hadn't discovered when playing, because, my goodness, this puzzle, you know which one I'm going to show you. This puzzle right here took me absolutely forever, something like 5 hours to do. So I looked up whether there are some rules for it, and I did find, I think it was from one of the developers, or at least a moderator or something, and I think it was the Steam community board, who was saying he had a set of rules under spoiler tags, and since I'd done the area, I didn't mind uncovering them. And but it wasn't really anything I hadn't thought of. It was things like looking for bounding box sizes, and I forget what else. Always combining things where you know that they're combined, things like that. And where was I going with this? And I remember seeing one of the comments on there saying that someone really didn't like one of the rule sets, and I think Boxy was mentioned there. Like someone found the Boxy puzzles very tedious or something. I didn't. Actually, to be fair, I don't know whether that person found it tedious because they were too easy or too difficult. I assume they meant too difficult, like it was taking a long time, wasn't getting any enjoyment out of it. I don't know. I guess it's what I've said before. They're just everyone's going to find different levels of difficulty in everything, and that's okay. Or it could be that they were talking about this one, which I did briefly look at for non-Boxy. Maybe they were talking about that, not this. I don't know. Anyway, I felt like I kind of flew through this section, even the 4s and 5s. I didn't see any 6s, to be fair. Maybe a 6 would have stumped me for much longer. I think the longest I spent on one of these was maybe 10 or 20 minutes, which in the grand scheme is not that much for me with some of these puzzles compared to some of them. Anyway, with that, I think I will say goodbye. Thanks so much for joining me. Bid you adieu until next time. Bye-bye.